Let's see what happened. Hey there, and welcome. And today we are just going to come in and finish up doing some weathering on this guy right here. And that's about it. I wanted to come in and just say hello to everybody. Hopefully we'll get some people in here. Hey, Thomas, what's going on? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I still didn't do what I said I was going to do with the lighting. But what I probably will do is I can switch this camera from this side to the other side and maybe get a little bit better. It's just dark. It's hard to see this. You doing good, Thomas? Have you been putting any track together? Or doing bench work or laying ground cover or you got lots of fun stuff ahead. If you're in scale, you only need a small warehouse to get this. Oh, I understand. I am too. I am too. I try to do as much work outside of my full-time job as I can to get that running as good as possible so I can retire at some point. I really don't want to wait until AJ finishes school to retire, but I might. If I can hang in there, I'm going to. But I'd love it if. Oh, okay. Now you might be, real proficient with that kind of stuff or not, but Jerry's good thing. If you have questions, Boxcar Jerry's good with wood. He really is. He's even got a woodworking channel. I haven't checked it out in a minute, but he does. So let me see if I got it. Yeah, we were fortunate. Both the printers stopped within about 15 minutes of me starting the stream, so I didn't even start them back. And what I was going to do is I was actually going to come in here because one of them was running, and I was going to bring the laptop in here and start another print before I started doing any of this. But what I need to do on this guy is I asked a modeling friend what he thought about this, and the top is weathered a little better than everything else, but it is not quite weathered enough. And so one thing that I'm going to be doing is oh wow, I bet you are. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're doing better. So what I've got to do is I got to weather all of the accessories, particularly now that they're standing up straight. Because what happened is these deck railings and stuff, one side of them got weathered and the other did not. Same with the stairs and etc. So the beams as well. So I really need to go in and just do another little weather over this whole walkway. Now that the doors, and see, I do this way because I'm able to box this up, pretty, not simply, but because the roofs come off and on, they're retractable, I can take all the roofs off and I can pack this up pretty, not tightly, but in not a huge box, so it saves on shipping. But what I need to do is like all these little windows, and now that the doors are on, I need to do some weathering where the windows are, because you would have a little bit of rain residue coming down from those windows. Even at this guy wanted it to be about about 10, 12 years old, and so it's not supposed to be weathered, but I think I need to weather it a little more, particularly the light colored, the light brown pieces, and the stone base at the bottom. The roofing, not the camera, except for the airbrushes on that side, but that really shouldn't affect me. Alright, so let's see, here, here. And so, as you can see with the roofing, you can see a little more weathering on it, and that's because it was easier to do. It was easier to hold color and stuff because it I didn't do it flat, but I did it at a very light angle. And so anyway, these were pretty easy to weather. I feel like there's enough. I've done enough to that. Now that I mention it, I do have to print a sign for over here too. Now that I think about it, I need to write that down before I forget about it. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'll start with the sidewalk, the walkway, and I'll weather that a bit, and then I'll do the buildings. And AJ is at her mom's tonight, so I might, time permitting today, what time is it now? It's 1:50. The reason why I came on so early is I might go down to the shed and play with trains this evening and stream with mobile like I did the other day. So let's see, I want to probably switch this back now. Let's see here. Here, right? So I have a brush that I've been using, but it might be a little big, so I think I'm going to try a different one. And what I'm going to do is, it's actually a good angle for that. You can see my cup. I don't want to dilute it too much, but it is too dark right now, all by itself. Oh, that's cool. I'm not sure if eBay or Etsy is has a better price or not, but it probably depends on eBay prices stay pretty constant. The Etsy prices fluctuate because I run sales over there all the time. And so, but because I run sales over there all the time, if I'm not running a sale, the price is going to be a little higher than eBay. And if I am running a real good sale over there, speaking of, I need to fix something over there too. You just reminded me of that. I got a 25% off sale through Friday, I think. And my banner, my channel banner, the banner on the Etsy store. Oh, I understand. The banner on the Etsy store at the front of the Etsy store says 20% off everywhere, so I really need to go fix that because it's not accurate, and I'm actually offering a better deal than that. Although if you look down, every ad shows 25% off. So I might have. I've got, hey there, Mr. Sparky, so good to see you. Man, I had it all together a minute ago. I'm sorry that, I've taken it apart already. I'll put it back together before we're done. And, I'm also gonna, I might take the initiative to do that in a minute. Switch that camera and see if we can get better light on this stuff. Hey there, John. I'm really glad you're here because I've been, there we go. I've been wanting to ask you what I need to do about the lighting so I can get a good thing here. You think I should move it to the other side, this camera right here, to the other side? Because it's clean now. It's not got a smudge on it this time. And it's just you can't see any of the details or anything. It's shadowed, and I got a light right here by it. I guess I could try to move that though. It's bugging me, so I want to mess with it. Is that any better? It's harder on my eyes, but a lot closer. Well, I just moved it closer, but the light I have over here is a whole lot better. I'm gonna see about that. All y'all are friends, so I don't have to have a seamless stream. It's a good thing too, because that doesn't happen often. Uh-oh. I'm not ready to do that right now. I'm not prepared to do that because I got to move some other stuff and I need a place for the camera to sit and land. And on this other side over here, it's got a tray on here the camera can stand on. I guess, though, that would be kind of a cool angle, but I don't really want to mess with that. I have a neighbor friend who has also got fish tanks and stuff, and I've asked him to come down and look at something for me. He does. Dave's not in here, but so none of y'all are gonna really understand what happened. Oh yeah. So I asked him to come look at something on my fish tank. Basically, Dave's not here, so I'm not going to explain it because. Let's see. Thank you. He was understanding. I explained to him that I was in a live stream, and so anyway, he's a fish enthusiast, and more so than me. Even he's got a real nice saltwater tank and stuff. And anyway, so he's home now, and he was like, "Can I come down?" And I was like, "Well, could you wait a little bit, please?" I happen to be live. And so I was telling him, John, I'd like to go down and play with trains this afternoon too, if I have time. AJ should be with Mama tonight, unless Mama is still sick, but I don't think she is. I haven't heard that yet. So I'd like to go down and play with some trains. What I was thinking I would do is take the old locos off, and just put the new locos on with a light load and go around and make sure that I don't have too much no-ox on the track and get that thing running good, basically. And so I can kind of do that. Should be able to do that without a lot of derailments and stuff. I didn't really fix that area though. I probably should do that before I stream. So we're fixing with the light weather, John, and kind of trying to make it a little bit more pronounced. But again, not much. I look back at our notes, and he's wanting about 10 years. I think he said 10 or 15. So one thing I'm going to do is I am going to, now that the doors and stuff are on, I'm going to do some watermarks on the doors and things like that where the rain would have dripped and everything. Whoa! You lucky you didn't get pulled over, Thomas. I mean, you could be in a legal state. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, trained people are artists. You know, not necessarily trained people are artists. Modeling people that model railroads are artists. That doesn't mean that's common. I'm just saying it doesn't surprise me that somebody working at a train store would be an enthusiast. I mean, you play with plaster and paint and glue and stuff all day. But I don't know that they should be doing it at work. I didn't think about that till after the fact. It took me a minute to process. Oh yeah. Still though, it goes back to the if we're working, we might not. We can give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe one of the guys took the bag home and brought it back to be conservative and make sure that they didn't are eco-friendly, and they brought it back to let a customer use it, so they didn't waste it. Or they were rolling one on the counter when you came in. They swept it off in the bag, and yeah, in Boulder County, and I mean this is late '90s. It was not Boulder. It was Nederland, actually. The sheriff of Nederland would partake on his deck out in front of the office. They would sit out there in rocking chairs and smoke. We would drive by when we first moved out there. It was like novelty to us to see that. So we would drive by all the time. And he wasn't always out there, obviously, but we would drive by and look. Seems like maybe we could have used our time more wisely, but gotcha. Well, had a friend, a model railroad friend, who I think moved to a legal state recently, and I think he has neighbors that have it in their garden. Oh, wow. He knows what he's doing then. I've reloaded before. We used to do skeet, and then we would also we did the season's not real long, but we would hunt birds, doves and quail, and and so we would use the reloader. That's about as far as I've ever gotten with any of that. But that was pretty cool to do. We used to do a lot of deer hunting, and I would assume we would have lots of dirt near the stairs, coming off the walkways to the stairs. And kind of let that fan out now. And I don't think we would have a lot of people walking. Well, we might have some people walking this way, but do that. More people would be going this way. Yeah, people make those with all kind of things. Now this connects here, so I'm going to put it together for a minute so we can keep things. This connects right here. So these stairs actually go partially on the stone and partially on the wooden walkway. And it's not fit. Well, it is. It's pretty good. It's hard getting all these beams set exactly at the same height. I set this one, and then this one, and then this one. And I used a rule, not a measure. It's a ruler, but it's not. It's a metric ruler, and I let those three set, and then I did the rest. Hey there, Lee. Good to see you, man. Everything going good your way? And I'm going to do one little pathway through the middle of the walkway, or roughly, and where any of the rain from the roof would have fallen off. And so I've got a dark black wash and then a real light, very diluted one that I'm kind of going back and forth between. Got to be careful right after I do it. It's not too. But what I figure is water would be falling off these roof some and dripping, and there would be some stuff right there where it comes off. Now the good news is, well, maybe that's not the good news. I was thinking that the inside of these were face up, and I'd already painted, weathered them, but I don't think they were. So I'm going to go around the inside now, just a little. Well, thank you. I hope that this guy, he's really cool. He and thinking very much ahead. He sat down to get his, not sat down, but they pulled the Christmas tree out this year, and he told himself for the last year that he was going to have a tree or a train around his Christmas tree the next year. And so he messages me and he says, I'm going to do a train around my Christmas tree. And this is late November. And he's talking about several different models, you know, blah, 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 blah. I didn't realize he wasn't talking about this Christmas. And then I was like, we're not going to be able to get all that done, sir. And he said, oh, no, I mean the next Christmas. And so anyway, this is going to be, I mean, it's a pretty big model to go around the Christmas tree, but he's going to, I'm doing about, I think, 4 total for him. And as part of his display around his Christmas tree that he's going to have. And so let's do the tops of those beams. I'm getting kind of alright. Now I'm going to get these out of the way somewhat. I think so too. One thing I don't understand, and I am going to kind of ask him about this next time I speak to him. Next time he gets to messaging, is he does want different levels of weathering on different models, and he has kind of explained it to me. I guess that the way you're going to go around a certain area and things are going to get older as they go around, more dilapidated, because one of the hotels, he wants it to basically look just about abandoned, or right before it would be abandoned. He wants it to look old, and so, but he wants this one like 10 or 15 years, and so I think that, I can't remember exactly, but I think that's what he was saying. And so the roofing did all right. And really so did this too, because a lot of the shine's off of this. But because it's just, I want to weather these a little bit more. Let's just say that. And I don't know if I want to use this brush or a bigger one. Let's see. I would like to get like a little bit of it. I would like it to run down a little. See, that just does so little. Hey there. Is that Klondike? Welcome. Glad to have you here. We are weathering a little bit and just getting this thing finished up. I need to get some more water. What we're gonna do is do a little bit more on these stones, and what I'm hoping for is that I can get a little bit of a run, like it would drip. Be right back. I spilled. Well, I have a towel. Alright, let's see here. Alright. I just don't know that that's doing a whole lot. I realize that we're not supposed to see immediate results, but I'm not seeing much of them at all. There we go, maybe so. Soldering wires, okay. That's not my favorite thing to do in the hobby. Done any of that. Really want to be careful. I don't want to get anything on the windows. That would be tragic. Because I don't like fooling with the windows. Yeah. Soldering's just not any fun to me. I would assume that if I were better at it, it would be, but see, we're not gonna mess with that. It's gonna have to be more of a dry brush. Let's see. That got all cleaned up. I think we did there. Let's see if we got all this without spilling this. I'm trying to figure out if I cleaned up my mess or not. I did. Yes, sir, it is. And I had it all together at the beginning, but it all fits together. It makes one ski lodge. Once everything's butted up beside each other, it looks like one big building. Um, but it's a lot easier to. It was a lot easier to design that way, and then also. Let's see. Oh, probably gonna do this. Here we go. Oh, you do? Hey, there's the messy modeler. I wish you lived in the, didn't live across the pond. Good to see you, messy modeler. Hey, I guess, though, it's hard for me to show much of my work without my hand being in the way. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Klondike. Are you a modeler? What scale do you work in? You jump on just in time. We have good timing. Maybe we have similar schedules. Uh-oh. That one must not have been on. It was kind of moving anyway. Let's get that fixed real quick. Alright, that's cool. Same here. The beautiful thing about that is everything I designed it in N-scale. And I say that's not 100% true because right here lately I might have designed some of them in HO, but for the most part all of them were designed in N. And all my pieces were designed to fit on one print deck in N-scale for the most part too. And so that helps to keep the cost down because not as many prints are needed. And it helps to make the model look better because you don't have the joints in the walls. Got to remember over here I got one loose. It's the second one. So John, I'm hoping that at the end of this stream I get to send you a picture, then you send one back that says it's a tiny bit more than slightly weathered. I'm trying to get all the what I didn't think about is all the accessories that were just put on new that were facing out. A lot of that hadn't been weathered because that was down. The inside is the part that's up on the print deck. So for these, So now we should have significantly different. And so the front of the deck railings hadn't been weathered, and so they were still a little shiny. Now they were on the bottom, so they weren't as shiny as a top piece would be, but figuring a little bit of muddy water and stuff would get kicked over the edge of this where people would be walking, and it would be dirty at the top because of that. We've already done the stairs pretty good, but it doesn't ever hurt to do more on them, I don't think. And on these, probably the bottom would be dirtier than the top. And then we got some little basement windows here. We'll act like they might have caught some dripping water. Alright. I need a drier brush for this, and then I'm just gonna go. These have been painted, and it's under the roof. I'm really not gonna mess with these a whole lot. Probably going to hit the door. Heavy at the top of the walkway. Top of the stairs. Kind of looking forward to going to play with trains. So Klondike, what I do is I put, let's see here, under the roof is an insert, and that makes the roof fit on the top like a cap, and so it's on secure, but I mean, well, you can move it around a little, but it sits on perfectly fine and secure, and even if you shook it, it won't come off. But it doesn't have to be glued on, so you can do the interior, or you can change the lights and stuff like that. And almost all my kits are like that. There's a couple exceptions, but very few. Let's weather that door. And on this one, for example, all 6 buildings have it. Well, yeah, there's 6 different buildings. And all 6 buildings have their own roof that lifts off. And so you could put 6 different LEDs in this if you wanted it. On my model in the shed, I have 6 LEDs in there. And snow on the top. I did a experiment today. And John, I meant to mention this to you. I started streaming. You can do a short up to 3 minutes long, which is not so short, because John doesn't like shorts much, and it's because he has a longer attention span than the common person today, especially the younger people. And so he doesn't really care for the reels type stuff and the 15 to 30, 60-second videos. He likes a longer video. And so anyway, because of that, when I did the 3 minute short, I thought about him. So I did that today. I did a short that was 3 minutes long. You can't do it within the mobile app like normal. You have to go do it as a regular video and then tag it as a short, and it's got to be less than 3 minutes, and it's got to be it's got to be shot in 1080 1920 instead of the other way, and it's got to be under 3 minutes, and it's got to be tagged as a short in the description and the tag. But then you got a 3 minute long short, which is, I can do half a layout lap on that. And so anyway, I thought about that. I thought about you, John, but I did it because I was hoping, it hasn't happened yet, I don't think, but I was hoping that maybe since those are new, that they might push it out a little more. You know what I mean? That they might, the algorithm, because, when shorts were new, they blew them out. I mean, I would get 8 to 1,200 views on anything for a while with shorts. It's not like that now. I got to fight. I get 300 to 500 normally, and those don't come fast. Those come over a few days usually. Well, no, there's a different one, John. Okay, and I wanted to explain that too. I'm glad you mentioned that. All right, so I was trying to get one to do as a short, and I messed it up, and it went up as a regular video. But I didn't realize it went up as a regular video because I had read that sometimes it might take a little while to switch to a short. So I'd sat there and waited. But anyway, so the short. I did a 3 minute short, and it went up as a short, but 2 hours before that I did a 3 minute short that didn't go up as a short. It went up as a video, and I figured that it was going to go up as a video, but I forgot to unschedule it, and it went out as a video, and I'd already gotten views on it, and I wasn't taking it down. So yeah, that was an accident, but there's an actual shorts one now, just like the one you already saw, John. It's the one you commented on. It's the exact same video, but now it's a short. And I just decided I wasn't taking the other one down because it had views and comments and all that stuff on it. Yeah, it was a task to get it done, but I had this big idea that it might be worth trying. And so what happened is I did a bunch of shorts over the weekend, and the reason why is over Halloween I took a bunch of footage and shorts footage. And I never ended up using it. And the reason being is those videos that under the orange lights for Halloween and stuff didn't do well because the lighting's awful. You can't see much. And so I re-rigged them I never used them. So I re-rigged them up as a midnight train for New Year's Eve, and so I did a bunch of shorts that really were shot for Halloween that I converted to a New Year's. Oh, I understand. It's common, and we appreciate you coming in the stream and listening while you're working, and we totally understand that because that's common. And so you march on, sir. We get it. If I'm in a stream, I am definitely working on something. And probably the reason why I'm in the stream is because I would have been streaming, but the reason why I'm not streaming is because that person's streaming, so then I just go to that stream. Now, what I am going to do, though, once, or I'm going to really try, once, and if I do actually reach my 4,000 watch hour goal, I will, because I only have the 3,000 one now. I will probably only go live. I mean, well, when I'm not working, I can do it anyway, but I'll probably only go live on Wednesdays and every other Saturday afternoon, starting after that. That way, I can save some cool stuff to do on the streams, kind of type deal, maybe, and guess I'll turn this side around. We'll have a garage door on the back. But I'm gonna work on more videos too, which I haven't been working on videos because of the amount of time they take to produce. And the large majority of the time, they don't really produce a whole lot of views or watch time or anything like that. Wouldn't you know, I would just run out. I think I have a little more here, though. I do. Thank goodness I didn't just run out. Well, I don't do it every month, Sparky. I'm not doing January, for example. I will be doing it, and there could be some months where I do it maybe more than once. I don't know about that, but there's a couple months where I'm not doing it every month. I think January and February I'm not doing it, but then after that I think I pick back up. I could be doing it in February too. I'll have to look at my calendar. The problem with that, Sparky, is AJ's here, and on Sundays, every Sunday, and if we have school and work the next morning, that's a time to be doing a lot of getting ready for the week stuff and stuff like that, and getting her ready for bed and her clothes ready for school and her lunch packed and all this stuff. And so the thing is, though, with my job, I get a whole lot of Mondays off because of the way holidays fall and this, that, and the other. So there's a lot of Sundays where I don't have to work the next Monday. And AJ's still here, but because we don't have to get ready for school and everything, we can stay up later. We don't have all that, you understand, you're a dad. And so I'm basically streaming on days when I have the next day off. So Sunday nights, if I'm going to be streaming for Sidetrack Sunday, chances are, unless we're in a pinch or something unexpected happens, I'll be streaming basically on the days that I have Monday off the next day. The thing is, there's a whole lot of those. So because I mean I'm off all of June and July. I'm off half of December, and for a week in in November, and a week in March for spring break, and then we have this thing called Mardi Gras here, and we get days off for that, and blah blah blah. And see, Mardi Gras is Tuesday because it's Fat Tuesday, and so we always get a Monday off right there, you know. So there's a lot of them I do, but January is not one. And so my heart and mind, and I wouldn't be in the stream, and I wouldn't be, in a good mood, and that kind of thing. I would have my thoughts would be elsewhere, worried about things that I should be doing other than streaming, probably. And so, anyway, that was I give long answers anyway. If you ask a question, be careful. I'm going to answer it if you ask. I did not mean to do that. I'm going to have to get my little one out. So the Sunday show will happen, just not absolutely every month. And what I'm thinking about doing next time is I'm going to put 3 cameras down there and have the train ready before we start. Come up here, and AJ and I can talk and change the cameras on the trains and that kind of thing. I could even try to do 4. But 4 would take 2 laptops and 2 iPhones, and that's a lot of strain on the Wi-Fi, I would think. 3 might be too much. So we'd have to see. But I enjoyed the other evening, I really did. And I had a lot of fun. When was it? The other night when we did the mobile one. That's what I want to do this afternoon if I get time. And I probably will. Just like maybe this later this afternoon and evening. I was thinking about going down and streaming with the mobile. You know, I streamed for almost 2 hours, right, the other night on the mobile. First of all, we had like 20 people in there, and the whole time, which was really cool. And but I streamed for 2 hours with the phone, and I still had like 55% battery left. I would never stream for 4 hours, but it looked like I could. Jeez, Brian. I'll still use it. Let's take this roof off. It'll be alright. I was just about done with this stuff anyway. I'm not going to get into, I'm not going to put any chalks or anything on this one. I haven't even ordered them yet, but the other ones I'm going to probably need to, so I need to. I got some darker on it this time, so I got to be careful. Well, it didn't get that dark. You ain't kidding. I'll finish up quick now, won't I? Now that I don't have them out of paint. I don't know if y'all were able to see it, but that's the second time I spilled. I mean, I actually did I miss an inside joke? That's one way to thin out. Thin out the paint. That's right. Hee hee. So yeah, I spilled the other thing of it too. One of the good things about being able to see chat um, is that you can keep up with conversations and stuff better, obviously. But I am paying attention to that too. Holy mackerel, Dwight! Thank you so much. Wait a second, Dwight. I gotta take a picture of that. Do you know that that's the first YouTube money I've ever received in my life in 6 years? Dwight Curley, everybody. Thank you, Dwight. I sure do appreciate you. Because I don't get at or anything. But yeah, thank you, Dwight. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate you, man. I don't mean to call you sweet, but that was really nice of you. That's very kind. Dwight in the house. So, Dwight, did you understand what I was saying about the YouTube music, or did you already know about that one that I was telling you about? Because I got to thinking, I got to thinking about something. The actual song that you were talking about came off of iMovie's soundtracks. And that's just because that was an isolated situation. That never really happens. What I always do use, though, in all of my videos is I go to the YouTube music thing. And so if you're in the studio and you look over to the left, you go to YouTube Studio where there's the menu over there to the left with settings and all that. If you look over there, it says Audio Library or Creator Music, depending upon a couple different things. But it then once you get in there, everything is okay to use. They even tell you if you do use something, they give you the link to go put in it. Speaking of, I don't think I put in the links that I was supposed to put in my short. I'll have to do that when we get done. But yeah. Alright. So we go here. And here. How long have we been streaming? Not that it matters because I'm fixing to go stream again. Okay. We are at 9 now. And I ain't never seen that, Dwight. It shows chat revenue and everything. You really made me feel good, Dwight. I appreciate you. Thank you. That was very kind of you. I've never seen a lot of the menus that I have now. It's kind of cool. Cause I'm I don't know what the word is, but all right. So anyway, what I'm gonna do now. I gotta be careful though, because I need to wipe this paint up before I get the model in the paint. Which is not something I am too smart to do. And I really do think I'm gonna move the camera. Or I'm gonna play with it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. There we go. That wasn't right. It's not working good. Let's try something else. Alright, try this. Well, I did the roof and the bases are in gray. The walls are in brown, and then the accessories are in a lighter brown. There we go. Thank you, Dwight. Or Klondike. Let's see here. Alright. We're getting it. Let's see, what's that about? Oh, thank you very much, Thomas. That's cool. Thomas became a channel member. Alright, so... Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to be able to do. Alright, so this is building 6. And the walkway goes around. And so we got 5 and 4. And then building 3. And all those could be done individually, like insides individually, and you can choose to light or not light either of those buildings. So there's 4 buildings that come through here, and they're actually separate, so you can light or not light any of them. And then the walkway connects right here. And then building 2 is the big one. And so what I did is I glued them together once I had them in the right place, you know. But building 2 and then building 1, and they're separate too, obviously. Let's see if I can Get lucky. Whoa. Alright. Backside. So because of this little curve in here, what I did on my layout is I had a spur that comes in and curves just like the back of the ski lodge does. What happened? There we go. The Winter Park balcony house, the balcony house in Winter Park in the 1950s. So it's called the balcony house, and it's at Winter Park, Colorado. And I have a screen record set up, but that's it. I think I don't have a screen capture or a screen whatever, or I would try to show y'all that. But I can tell you this, it looks pretty darn close. I can't remember if this is supposed to sit all the way up or right there. I have to look at the pictures. Just got a call. Let me see what that is. Alright. So, I feel like now it's got probably different light on it than you saw it last time, John, but it is the light colored thank you. The light colored ones are more dingy than they were. All this stuff, I sent John a picture with the flash yesterday. And so, it kind of seems like, is this camera kind of off wonky? There we go. That makes me feel better. I don't like looking at that when it's... I imagine y'all don't either, though. Anyway, did I go back to the exact same thing? No. Alright. It's also sitting on a cake decorating swingy thing with cardboard on top of it because it's so much longer than the actual cake decorator swingy thing. Yeah. And the lighting is good now for showing what I'm showing, but really what I need to do is be able to come in with the iPhone. I guess, well, I don't know if I'll take it downstairs. I could take it downstairs and put it on the plywood plateau for photos, although the plywood plateau is not a very good place to take pictures because it's just got that wall back there with the studs. But anyway, so let's see. I'm gonna move this again. Sorry. Put this back here, and I'm gonna come back here, find my glasses, get my water. Alright. Alright, so yeah, so I was gonna ask if there I wonder if what if I had all the other, if it was really dark in here other than the lights on the model? You know how, and you know who made me think about that? I was watching. Thank you, Bessie Modeler. I was watching PK&W Model Works Sidetrack Sunday stream this morning, and he did one of the things he did a really good job was his background behind him was almost solid black, and that looked really good. You could hardly see anything behind him, and he was definitely emphasized, and it looked really good. And I wonder if I should turn this light on above me and any other little lighting on that's in here. And I guess we could see, but it's kind of I got light coming in from the windows too, though. I didn't think about that. Where are we at? 1:15. All right, let's see here. I don't know how to make it a whole lot darker in here than it is right now. Except for when it's dark outside, I could help with that. Well, that might help some. But I guess I could do more. And here's this light is the problem, but that would be good for part of it. But I wouldn't see. I've got a regular lamp. I don't have a bulb on this other side that I can direct. But like, it's too bright. Let's see. Let's see how that looks. I switched it. This isn't helping with the models, but the thing is, I could probably get another lamp like I have on the left side. I could get another lamp just like the right side, and that's got a day bulb in it. But he really had it blacked out back there behind him. He might have had a screen or something. That might be what I need. I've got that green screen, but it ain't gonna drop down from this ceiling. But anyway. I don't know if you guys would be game for it or not, but what I'm thinking about doing is it's 3 o'clock, and I'm thinking about 4 o'clock, maybe 4:15. I'm gonna go live from the train shed, and what I'm gonna do for the next hour is get a snack, and I'm gonna go down there and make sure that if the train's gonna run, I'm going to go live in about an hour or an hour and a half and play with them for a while and have fun, because I enjoy that. And I don't get down there enough, and it really gives me a reason to go. And I love the iPhone going mobile, the picture. Man, that's nice. I'm wondering... and I don't know if any of y'all have any experience, but Sparky might, Dwight might, John might, and the rest of you I'm not 100%. Lee could too. Yeah, that's true. But shoot, I lost my train of thought. Oh man, got it. Okay, so you know how you can do that go live together thing? I wonder if you can do that horizontal. or if you gotta be vertical. Because really, I could do the go live together thing with my phone and my backup phone, aka AJ's phone, um, and I could do the go live together on it. Yeah, I don't want to use StreamYard though. I want to go straight through the mobile, Sparky, and there's a method to my madness. There's a reason. Um, Sparky, I used the mobile to go live the other day, and we had new people coming in there. Not constantly, but there were people in there that don't normally get alerts to my streams. And so, well, yeah, and so the thing is, Sparky, the reason why I say this is I want to say that because you know you can do the go live together on mobile. Like John and I could go live together on go live on his channel and my channel at the same time, I think. And you don't even have to do that. Like he doesn't have to project his to the channel, but he could. And the thing is though, I think they have it set up for vertical cameras and not horizontal. And I was wondering if you could do them, if you could do two horizontal ones, that'd be really cool. Because then you could do two from inside I could do two from two different YouTube accounts and have two cameras down there through mobile. But one of the reasons I was wanting to do mobile, Sparky, is because it really, really was. We had a great picture in the stream the other night, and probably I would say 6 or 8 people said hello that we've never seen before. I've never seen before. Different new people that I just wonder if my stream went out to different people because it was done from the okay. Well, yeah, see, and I did a horizontal one the other night, but I'm talking about 2 people doing it at the same time, and you might be able to do it. I don't know. We might give it a test at some point and see. But I need to do it. I need to have 2 people. 2 accounts from within the same house so I can have both of them going at the same time. And so then I could have 2 iPhone cameras down there at one time showing, at the same time. That'd be really cool instead of just one. Because that's the only thing. I do enjoy the mobile. Like I said, it was really neat and cool. But I got to take another device down there to look at chat. I can only show so much of the layout at one time. Without, because it's only, the camera's only so wide, and I can't get too far away from it because of the microphone. I haven't looked to see if I can find that adapter or not yet. But, anyway, I've actually, a long time ago when that first came out, John and I talked about, I tried to talk John into doing that. I think he said he was willing, but we never ended up getting around to seeing if we could do it. I don't know how it works at all, but I like to play with bells and whistles and toys and all that stuff. Yeah. Sparky, have you ever used the Go Live Together feature on mobile? Put it back on this real quick. Where are we at? 124. Oh, with XSplit? Wow. Let me see. So within YouTube, if I hit the plus sign and I do live, I thought there was a way to go live together. Oh, here it is, maybe. Yeah, there's a button on here. when you go into live and you do edit that says go live together. Alright, so I'm going to turn that on and see what happens. Alright, nothing happened. I mean, the thing, the toggle moved, but it didn't ask me anything about who would be going live with me or anything about that. Oh, okay, I got you. That's cool. So anyway, I might hit that button next time. But what you got to do if you're going live with mobile, you got to make sure that you set the orientation right before you start it. Because once you start it, you can't do the vertical or horizontal. You can do the front and back. But I'm only on 46. I got to get this thing back on the charger. Alright. Alright, let's see, before we go, I need to go here. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to ease over into the next part of this evening and stream, and we're going to go get ready to stream from downstairs. Probably about 4:15 or 4:30 is what you could expect if you're able to join it, and there is something you wanted to try to expect from it. We're looking at 4:15, 4:30. The only reason I wouldn't stream is that the trains won't cooperate at all. They probably cooperated less the last time I tried to stream than they have in years. So I hope we don't have problems like that. And so I think I was just trying to do some things I shouldn't have been trying to do down there. I tried to, well, most of y'all know, I tried to match two locos that didn't go together. And I did it twice. I had 4 locos on, none of which matched. And that ended up being a problem. So yeah, and shorts are great for you, Thomas, as far as getting some subscribers, but they're not going to get you the subscribers that are going to watch the long form videos. But the thing is subscribers kind of bring in other subscribers is kind of what happens sometimes. So it's not bad to integrate shorts and live streams and long form videos if you have time to do all that. But what I'll plan on doing is hopefully seeing you guys in anywhere from 1 hour to 1 hour and about 15 minutes or so. And I want to thank Sparky for coming today. Thomas was the first one in, and I really appreciate him for jumping in so quick, because then I wasn't alone for a little while. I want to thank him for that, and I want to thank him for purchasing his channel membership. I really do appreciate that too. Thank John for coming, and like I said, Sparky was in here as well. Lee came. And Klondike was in here, and we appreciate him. He's an in-scale modeler as well. And Dwight came in and made a channel donation, and the first of my channel's history ever, the first money that YouTube will ever hand over to me through them was from Dwight. We probably could have done that a little bit easier, but it was very kind of him to do that way, and I sure do appreciate it, and it's a milestone for me. And thank you very much, Dwight. I appreciate it, buddy. And it does mean a lot to me. And then let's see, who else do I need to say thank you for being here? And that looks like about all that said hello. If you were in chat, I would thank you for coming. I do want to, we'll switch the camera back over before we go, even though we can't see it perfect. But here we go. So with the rest of the room dark, it might not be too bad. I don't know if that's a little better than it was before. But this is what we did in the stream today. We finished up. We did a little bit of weathering on this to finish it up, and it's getting ready to get shipped out. If you would be interested in one of these models for your layout, we offer it in TZNHO, and looking at doing it in S. And the address to the Etsy store is, thank you, Dwight. The address to the Etsy store is right there in the bottom left corner of the screen right now if you want to go over there and check that out. And depending upon how lazy I am, there may be a link in the description, but if I'm lazy, I won't get over there to do that just yet. So if you're watching the replay, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with anybody you think might enjoy one of these models themselves. And I appreciate all you regular guys for being here. And I will see you. Hey, John, thank you. I will see y'all I'm planning on seeing y'all in about an hour and 15 minutes. We'll be going live mobile from the train shed. Y'all have a good one until then. See you soon.